Hi, I'm Deborah Henson-Conant, also known as Deborah Henson-Conant, and I'm about to warm up, and I'm inviting you into my studio. I hope that you are, whatever is written on the post associated with this makes sense. I had a lot of trouble with it. I would have been on hours ago, but no. So now I get to warm up, and I've been hoping to do this all day. Now, I'm sharing this with you. I'm just bringing you into my studio so I don't have to warm up alone. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing because I am playing these warm-ups that I created for myself, and I created them years ago. I'm pulling up this so that I can see you if you chat with me, so I can actually see that. I created these warm-ups years ago because I began to realize that I just didn't have time to warm up and, figure out what I was going to play. I wanted to have like a set of warm-ups that I could just, I could play the whole thing if I have time. If I don't have time, I play what I can. And again, I hope that you're hearing okay. I've had a bunch of problems with this setup, but whatever. Here I am. I'm going to try to tell you what I'm doing. And in the post, I explained where if you play the harp, you can warm up with anything, or you can just watch or listen or just put it in the background. Might feel boring because what I'm going to do is the same thing over and over again, but I'm modulating from key to key. And if you want to play along with me and you're an intermediate or advanced harpist, you can get the warm-ups at... honestly, I don't remember the URL. I did put it into the post, and hopefully you can find it. And if you're not an advanced player and you're looking at what I'm doing and you're like, how are you doing that? I have a training that's called the modulation staircase. And I do believe it is at hipharp.com/modulation staircase. I think. Not my forte. But let's just start. This should mellow me out. So this whole first exercise is based on the chord progression 2, 5, 1 in each key. So this is the key of E flat, and it goes 2, 5, 1, which is E flat, 6, which is C, 2, 5, 1. And now I'm going to modulate. I think we do. Oh, whoa, you are out of tune, young lady, up there. Okay, let's start down here. And I'm modulating to the key of B flat. And do the same thing. 2, which is C minor, 5, which is F, 1, which is B flat major, 6, which is G minor, 2, which is C minor, 7, 5, 1. And now I'm going to modulate to the, you're out of tune still, key, which is F. Going around the circle of fifths, my friends. 2 of F, 5 of F, 1 of F, and 6 of F, 2 of F, and 5 of F, and then rising. I can't remember what these are called. And then I'm going to the next key, which is C. And I do it all again. 2 in C, 5 of C, 1 of C, and 6 of C. For anyone who's just come here, I'm warming up. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And I would say it's not music, but it's me playing the harp and warming up my fingers. Next key, G, going around the circle of fifths. 2 of G, 6 of G. No, I mean 1 and 6 of G. It's 2 and 5 and 1 of G. These are rising, and I can never remember what they're called. They're called inversions, rising arpeggiated inversions. And then I'm going to the next key. I'm putting a harp in the key, and now I'm playing the 2, 5, 1, 6 of the new key, which I just forgot what it was. Well, let's see if I can find it. D. Here we go. 2 of D, and 5 of D, and 1 of D, and 6 of D, 2 of D, 2 minor, 7, 5, and 1 of D in rising inversions, and modulating to the key of it should be A, and 2 of A, and 5 of A, and 1 of A, and 6 of A, my friends. It's 2 of A. I tell you, it's 2 of A. It's 5 of A, and then it's A, and it's, what was that A? Now it's the dominant of the next key, which is E. Notice all the levers are up, and now it's 2 of E, and I'm going to go back down the circle of fifths. Anyone who's just coming now, these are the warm-ups I created for myself so that I could warm up really quickly and get all the muscle groups. And I've just published this for other people to play. And now I'm going to take this, which was an E chord, and make an E7 and go back down the circle of fifths, which takes us from E to A. Yes, 2, 5. I'll tell you 1. I'll tell you 6. Oh, it's a 2. It's a 2. It's a 2. It's a 2. It's a 5. And it's a 1. This is an A chord, but in just a second it will be an A7, which will take us down to D. I love the circle of fifths. And 2 of D. What? 1 of D and 6 of D. 2, which is E. 5, which is A, and then D, 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 D7, D7, which is the dominant of G. So 2 of G, 5 of G, and 1 of G, and 6. It's the same progression every time, but it's kind of, and you can't always talk and do it at the same time. And this is G7, which takes us to C. Do it again in C. 2, 5, 1 and 6. 2, 5, 1. Now, tell me, I can't hear what it sounds like. So if this sounds terrible, like if it's just like, and you can chat to me, let me know, because I would like to think I'm not alone because I see you there. Okay, so now I forgot what key I'm in. Okay, I'm in the key of C. Let's do that again. 2, 5, C, 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 C7, 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 which takes us to F, and G minor 7, and C7, and F major 7, and D minor 7, G minor 7, and C major 7, and F, 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 F7. I'm changing the whole modulation of the harp. It's one of the things I love about the harp is that you change the entire harp to the new key. I'm getting warm now. We're in B flat, F7, B flat major, G minor, C minor 7, F, B flat major 7, and now I have brought myself to the key of E flat again. It really is a warm-up. I really am getting warm. So I'm going to have a little bit of water and go on to the next exercise. So I created this when I was really, I was trying to find warm-ups that warmed up different parts of my hands and different parts of my fingers, and I would try different pieces. I'd try to handle harp concerto, but it didn't really do what I wanted it to do, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, well, why don't I just make myself a set of warm-ups so I can start at the beginning and I can go up the circle of fifths and then go back down. I made it originally for the pedal harp, and then I modified it for the lever harp. And then I started giving it to students because it helps them to learn how to modulate, which eventually helps them to be able to play jazz or just to get around their harps. So the Legacy Project team was just about to publish this when we realized, oh, this is going to be really hard for a bunch of people. So why don't we make a training system to train people to get to the point where they can do this, and the warm-ups in the training system, they can use those if they want as well. So then we made the modulation staircase. So the staircase kind of takes you up to the warm-ups. And I'm telling you, they do make you warm. So what I did is I put everything in these warm-ups that I wanted to be able to strengthen in myself. And the first warm-up that you just saw was the arpeggios, and all kinds of arpeggios, like hand over hand arpeggios, and then those I can't remember, rising, and why can't I never remember the name of those things? Inversions. I don't know why I can't remember that word, but anyway, rising arpeggiated inversions. I just wanted to put in all the things that were difficult, and also, of course, get better at modulating. And you'll see when I get to the third warm-up, which is sort of a classical style, that I also wanted to develop some new levering techniques. All right, so now we're going on to the scales. So is that it? Oh, if I started down here. Yeah, well, on the pedal harp, of course, you have a lot more room to go in. So if I start down here, this might work. But sometimes I have to modify this exercise. In any case, it's a long scale. Or sometimes I have to go back. Okay, I may not be able to talk while I'm doing this. I may have to go back down. So I go up. One more time. Oh, I see why I start down low. Okay, let's start down. Well, okay. Yeah, let's just start down here. Okay. And coming up. And modulating. So now I'm in the key of B flat. I put in some other arpeggios into this warm-up that I was having trouble with. So you'll see both scales and arpeggios. Now I'm in B flat. down to the relative minor, playing a arpeggio. And one of these descending inverted arpeggiated things. Now I'm in the key of F. Once again, getting excited. I should go slower down to the relative minor in an arpeggio, and then modulating to the next key with a downward inversion and C. Down to the relative minor and modulating to the key of G by playing D7 and G. Down to the relative minor and modulating by the dominant of the next key and D. Going down to the relative minor and modulating to the next key, which is A and A. Relative minor and modulating to the next key, which should be E. Now we're going to have to go back down because I've gone all the way up as far as I can go on the lever harp. So now there'll be a different pattern coming down. E. And actually, the pattern starts out the same, but then I have to change it at the end so that I can modulate back down the circle of fifths. E. Da, da, da. Now I'm modulating back down. Should take me to the key of A. Putting my G's down, and now I'm playing the dominant of D and D. Modulating. You can see me whenever I reach up here. I'm putting the harp into a new key, which is part of what I want to learn. I want to get more comfortable with. I mean, I'm more comfortable with this now because I've been playing these for years. And we're in G. Oh, my battery's dying over here. My friend's over here. Is our session over? Oh. Okay. All right. So I'll see you in the next session. All right. Great. Thanks. See you then. If I don't come, okay, great. I'm in a focus mate session. So that's what I do when I want to really focus. So my friend's over here, but I forgot to plug that in. All right. So let me do that. And while I'm doing that, think about modulating. So, I use all kinds of tricks to help myself get motivated or to just not feel so isolated. And one of them is something that's called Focus Mate. And I was on my phone over here and my battery's dying. So I need to plug that in. That was something I meant to do. But you know what? I'll just put her down here. And then I need to make sure to check in with her. In our next session, she was the one who was like, go on there, do your warm-ups. And so, you know what? I'm just going to get on to our next session now so that I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to see if I can do that. So I don't know if you guys ever have trouble focusing, but sometimes I do. And when I do, there's this cool app that's called FocusMate. And they just connect you with like people you don't know in the world who are also trying to focus, and then you focus together. And that's what I was doing with Carrie. So let's see if she's already there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep going then.
Okay.
All right.
I will. Hang up on you earlier.
No, that's fine. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, great.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks. All right. FocusMate it is. All right. So here we go. Oh, let's see if I can put her so she can at least see me. We try to at least see each other when we're on FocusMate, so you don't feel like you're alone. Okay. So and it's very cool. I've met people all over the world. I don't know, it's just really fun. All right, where was I, my friends? I was coming down and I'm in the key of G. So here I am. Hey, I don't hear the harp now. Like it went off. What happened there? So, we're going to have tech problems, are we? Huh. Oh. Okay. I was hooked into my looper. All right, so let's try this. Sorry about that. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to double check and make sure that you guys can still hear me. I have no idea if you can hear me. It might be like... What? Oh, I'll try not to play so loud. Seems like it's a little loud, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Well, if you can't hear me, it's like being in a fishbowl and you're just watching that fish. Now, to the fish, things might be really interesting. Anyway. Okay, so testing. Ha! Testing. Why is this not? Okay, got it. All right, let's give that a try. We're in the key of G. We're coming back down. We're going into the flatter keys. So here we go. G. By the way, hang around and wait for the classical ones because they're really fun. Hey, somebody just said hello to me. Carrie. Oh, that's Carrie. Hi, Carrie says, good morning from Western Australia. Hello. I hope you enjoy. These are my warm-ups, and I hope you can warm up with me in some way or another. You can, whatever you want to do. Okay, so here I am in the key of G. And I'm going modulating right now. Oh, can you see my hands? Of course you want to see my hands. Now I'm in the key of C, everyone's favorite key. Not really. And I'm going about to modulate. This is a C7 going to F and F. Modulating, playing F7, and now I'm going to, well, I'm still playing an F7, going to B flat, and this will be my last. B flat 7. That takes me to back to E flat. So we started in E flat, we went all the way up to E, and then we came all the way down. And Carrie has given me a very clear and present. Thank you, Carrie. All right, so that's the end of the second warm-up. Have a little bit more water. If you're just joining me, I came online to do my warm-ups. I've been avoiding doing my warm-ups. And I thought if I did them with you and told you what I was doing, I would actually warm up today. if you want to join me, if you want to join me on any instrument, just do your warm-ups while I'm doing my warm-ups. If you want to join me on the harp, I'm playing my new modulating warm-ups. I am playing the intermediate to advanced version, and I really hope that they ended up in the what do you call it, the caption or whatever it's called, that goes along with this, because I really can't tell you where they are on my website. Oh wait, I can. I think you can get the warm-ups if you just go to hipharp.com/buy, like BUY. And then if you want to get the training program that prepares you for doing these, you can go to, I think, hipharptoolkit.com/modulating-warmups. I hope. You know what I should do? I should also put them on the buy page. I don't know that I have, but hopefully I have. Carrie said we are preparing our ensemble for our Christmas Carols events. Thank you. And she says she loves your work. Thank you. Oh, fabulous. All right. Well, we will all warm up together then. All right. So this is my favorite of all the warm-ups. It's the hardest one. I didn't think I would be able to modify it for the lever harp. And you will see why when I start playing it. I may not be able to talk while I'm doing it. I just want you to be able to see the levering. So there's different, normally when you move a lever, you just move a lever. But in because I wrote this on the pedal harp, there are places you'll see me doing two levers at once, or doing two levers like this, or up and down. So it's a real workout for the levers. And I never, ever would have attempted this, except that when I went to play with Steve Vai, who's this amazing, legendary rock guitarist, and I could not play what he had wanted me to play. And so I was having all these other harpists help me. And I had Maeve Gilchrist come and asked her if there was some way I could really do much more levering than I'd been doing. Because I thought, well, you play one lever at a time. And I watched her and I was like, oh, woo, you can do two levers at a time. You can put them up, you can put them down, you can do them in opposite directions. There's all these things that you can do. And so it's exciting that I get to practice that with this warm up. So again, I may not be able to talk to you until I get on the other side of this, but I'll do the best I can, at least to tell you what key I'm in. So I'm in the E flat. I haven't played these for a while. Let me try that again. I'm going to try that one again. So I haven't done this for very long. Okay. So I've modulated to the key of B flat now. Modulated to the key of F. Series of little modulations here, leading to a G7, taking me to the key of C. modulations, taking me to D7, which takes me to G. Help! Help, help, help. Okay, wait a second. Let's see if I can find my way back. Oh, I'm going to have to go back to the key of G. Okay, all right, here I am in the key of G. That's funny. Okay, let's put those D's down. Let's see if I can do this. You know, I want to do this every day. And so I can see myself getting better with this because I am like completely out of shape. My hands are completely out of shape. Not completely out of shape, but like, you know, I am not, they don't feel like, you know, I like them to feel. And so my dream was like, hey, I'm going to get on here every day and I'm going to like do those warm-ups with everybody. And then let's see, you know, how I do at the end. What is it like at the end? So, all right, where was I? In the key of G. Let's see if I can do this. Well, like that. That's really nice. Okay, we got it. Let's double check this. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so the E and the D are up. Oh, this is so cool. E and the D are up and the A and the B are up. So there's little pairs here. You know, I never really noticed that. Okay, let's give that another try. Maybe slow down. Relative minor. I did it. You know, this reminded me, when I was a little kid, I moved every year of my life. Or I went to a different school every year, even if we didn't move. And I actually loved being bad at stuff in the beginning because I thought, if I'm really bad at this, how much I will improve. So that's what this will be all about. But actually, we're in the key of D. Key of D is as high as we go. I might do these exercises twice. Anyway, so I'm going to come back down. It's a different, slightly different exercise. You actually modulate right at the beginning of it. So, and you'll see me do that. Earth to fingers. Okay, so now that was a D7, and now we're in the key, going back down into the key of G. Just modulated. E7, A7, D7, G7. I like that little set of modulations. And now we're in the key of C. Do that again. D7, G, C, F, A, D, G, and then C7, which then takes us to F. And D, G, C, F, 7. Aren't you glad this is written out? It took us years to do it, but we finally wrote it out. I used to be like, well, everybody just do this and then do it in a different key. And they were like, no, write it out. So now it's written out. And let's see, B flat. G, C, F, and B flat 7. And now we're back in E flat. So that was the arpeggios, that was the scales, and that was the classical techniques. So all of that is this intermediate to advanced modulating warm-ups that I wrote for myself years ago, and finally is available for other people to play it. It's written out for other people to play it. Now, what I actually do after I do that, I always play this same thing, which is, let's see if I can do it. Let's see. And I play around with this. So this song. Try that again. Et cetera. I'm just not up to that. So I always do that afterwards because that is a piece I've been working on for years, and it was so hard at the beginning that I couldn't even play it at all. So I would always play it after my warm-ups, and I still do that, and I'm still working on it. It's a real physical warm-up, and it also uses my looper pedal. So right now, I am physically I am super warm, and now my hands are finally warmed up. So thank you for just kind of being here with me. I'm going to try to keep doing this for myself, and also just to create a space and a time for other people to be able to warm up, to just whatever you're doing on whatever instrument you have. Sometimes it can feel like, well, I don't have time, or I don't know what to do. And that's why I created these particular warm-ups for myself. But you can start by just doing anything, like sort of over and over again, and get out of the mindset that like, hey, this is boring, and really enjoy the physicality of it. And that's what I am going to try to focus on in the next days as I do this. I wish I could say, hey, everybody, I'm going to do this every day at 8:30 a.m. But I'm me. And that's not going to happen. I wish I was the kind of person who could do that. But right now, I am not that kind of person. I am the kind of person who can say, I'm going to try to do this every day at a time. And hopefully you'll get to join me in one of those times. And certainly you can join me afterwards. And let me know, was this fun? What was fun about it? I mean, is there something else that I could do that might be more helpful or that might let you play along with me? Is it helpful if I, yell out the chords or what I'm playing? Yeah, let me know. Ooh, somebody's speaking to me. I get so excited. I get so excited when you guys, when you like text. It's Laura May! Yay! Great. I did my own thing. Nice to play with you, though. Great. I love that. I love that people might do that, and it will get me out here doing it as well. And thanks very much to my Focus Mate friend who was like, get out there and do that. Don't just talk about it, but do it. So thank you for joining me, and go forth and harp on the good things in life. Go forth and be as self-expressed as you can with joy. Whatever you love, be self-expressed about that with joy, and go forth and harp. Whether you play the harp or not, harp on the good things in life. Thank you for making this